Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is LordNOD at the site of the Intel Extreme Masters in Singapore, where our dear fellow is going to go ahead and do some really interesting bites for us. First of all, how do you feel when someone beats you?
I feel very, very sad. I feel tears leaking down my cheeks, and I just feel like a sad panda, man. A very sad, sad panda.
What happens when someone worse than you beats you?
Don't even want to talk about it, man.
That's all he's going to say. He's not going to talk about it. But that's okay, right? I think winning and losing is part of the game, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you gotta lose to learn, right? More GG, more skill, all that sort of stuff.
How tough is it to type GG?
Sometimes it's really hard. Sometimes you're alright, and sometimes you're like, actually, when I got knocked out, I couldn't even leave the game. I was trying to leave the game, and I was just opening menus and stuff, and I'm like, oh, this is not fun. I've typed good game and I'm not even leaving the game, so the guy's just kind of staring at his screen. He's like, he said good game, is he gonna leave? And I'm like, oh. Yeah.
I think the question's a little deeper also sometimes. Sometimes when you're in it and you're so close to the game and you've seen other competitors, it is so tough to know when it's over, right?
Yeah, you never want to give up too early. You always want to try. Otherwise you fall into the trap of hey, I'm just gonna leave the game when something goes wrong, and then you end up kind of giving away some really stupid losses which you could have come back from. Yeah, gotta always have that tiny chance for that amazing comeback where you're like, yes. So yeah.
And you're here in Singapore?
Yeah, man.
How many times have you been here?
I came here last year for IEM Singapore for the first time. That was pretty awesome. Since then, I've flown through Singapore a few times, and I've stopped over just for one time in between flights. So it's my second proper time in Singapore. Yeah.
And you like this crowd? You like everyone?
Yeah, it's really, really cool. I mean, I always love IEM events because it always starts kind of towards the middle of the week, and there's not that many people in the conventions, and then as it gets closer to the weekend, you get more important games, the bigger stars playing, get a bigger crowd, everyone gets more and more hyped up. I just think of last year in the finals when Grubby was playing. There's so many fans down here from Warcraft, and everyone was just screaming with every single move he made, so it's super cool to be here, man, yeah.
Grubby's got this advantage, right? So he's got family here.
Yeah, exactly. He's a
local boy.
He's married into Singapore, so yeah, it's kind of his whole family, basically, yeah.
It's always. So, yeah, just probably the last question before we let you go. IEM's this huge event which is there. How big is IEM to a gamer right now? In terms of, do you want to make it to Katowice so bad?
It's pretty massive. I mean, IEM's one of the events where a lot of gaming events come and go, but IEM's been around for a long time, It's something which is always run really, really well. They always give local gamers a really good chance to kind of get in, play through the open bracket, to commentate, to qualify into the group stages. So it's this kind of really good, I think it's the best kind of sports organization in terms of electronic sports. And it's really, really massive. You look at Katowice last year, and there was thousands and thousands of people in the audience. It's one of the best esports crowds we've ever seen. So to make it there would just be a massive honor for any player.
There you go, guys. This is Intel Extreme Masters right now in Singapore, saying bye. But if you're not watching this and you're in Singapore, you're missing out something. Come here now.